I thought I was Superman when I was... I still do. No, when I was like, you know, I don't know, whatever age it was, 6, 7, I thought that, you know, I could like hear a buzzing in my ear at night when I was in bed, and I thought that was like kryptonite sort of calling me to the sort of, you know, the garage. I never got up though, I was too lazy. But I did get the outfit. But I wanted to take it to the swimming pool so I could practice my flying. But my parents wouldn't let me. So I practiced off the couch instead. That's what I used to say to my sister. I was like, look, I've flown a little bit further. It's happening. The makeup artist on this job that I'm doing at the moment, you know, she was like, God, she was like, all you do in your films is die. He was like, you're good at dying, aren't you? That's the sort of thing. So, yeah, maybe I'll have to start, you know, I don't know, saving lives or living at least. So I watched the other X-Men. I had seen the first one. I had liked that. And so then I sort of, you know, decided, yeah, you know, just sort of jump in for it. I didn't really read comic books when I was young. I never really sort of got into it. But when I sort of read the script, you know, I was like, oh, this is really interesting. I can manipulate metal. Yeah. So I practiced every day with the spoon in my kitchen. I did my Uri Geller. Again, it was that flying thing. I was convincing myself, I was like, it bent. Did you see that? It bent a little bit. There was no one else in the room with me, though. I'd rather fly than be invisible. But I'd like a tail. I would like a sort of, you know, if I had some mutant feature, I think a tail would be pretty cool. Like The Greatest American Hero, do you remember that? Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. What movie scared me the most? Jaws. But I remember when it came out, again, it's like, you know, my mother, I sound like such a mummy's boy. I'm like, my mother, you know, but she was like, don't watch it. She was like, you're gonna have nightmares. And I was like, no, I want to watch it. And my grandmother was like, let him watch it, he'll be fine. And of course, that night I was like lying in bed. There was no water near me, but I was really upset. The Omen as well was pretty. You know, the sort of Catholic ritual thing anyway is always interesting. You know, the idea when you're, even at church, I mean, the idea that, you know, wine can turn to blood and bread turns to flesh. It's very sort of, a very sort of sensual sort of religion. The last time I went to confession, oh man, I mean, that was a long time ago. Well, I was always a bit confused about the idea of confession, even as a young boy. Because everyone was like, you know, God is always with you, he's right beside you, and you know, you can talk to him. So I'd never understood why I needed a sort of, you know, a buffer to sort of, you know, to sort of communicate. Now I talk to God directly. Tell me when, Lord.